Let me just wait a minute and make sure it's working. Oh, looks like it's working. I'm seeing from mission 3, I'm seeing the man standing in the road. I'm seeing it's just all good. Let me get the chat out. Right. Okay. So I was gonna stream earlier today, so it wouldn't be 1 o'clock when I started, but I ended up just watching other streams. I since last time I've messed around with it a bit, and I think like I had to play around with settings for ages. I had to like download new gubbins for the emulator. I think I fixed the flickering. I was testing earlier, and no matter what I did, flickering was occurring. But the last time I tried with the updated settings, I got Tackle 1 to trigger without flickering. It's quite a well documented problem with the emulators. It's whenever there's a battle scene where it like splits either horizontally or vertically. At that point it just starts flashing. Tackle 1 is also well known to cause total reality breakdown. But last time I did it, no flickering, so hopeful. That's the bad music. So when we left off, we were trying to escape from the base that we'd innocently wandered into in a tank. No one seemed to approve of that. There's lots of people mad at us for doing it. We've no idea why, naturally. The robots kind of bob up and down like the breathing. Kind of, I don't know. This game seems to at points confuse the robots with people. Oh, we got little trucks there. Jeeps. I mean, the big rectangles with 6 wheels, to be honest. You gotta use your imagination again. IFVs? I'm not really sure what they're meant to be. They might be. So Emma's mysterious benefactors are going to help in this one. So what are we up against? There is this man, just kind of hanging out. There are 2 jeeps. Jeeps are hard to shoot. They don't have like any health, but your accuracy numbers are a lot worse against jeeps because they're so small in comparison to the giant walking main battle tanks that most of the units in the game are. My plan was going to be to let's shoot a missile at him. That'll make me feel better. I'm going to keep moving Emma forward because if you do have to get out of this gate, and I can't remember if you do or not, I want to start moving early, so I'll have to wait forever to get her out. Fire damage 1, not bad. Fire damage 1, it's not a bad skill, but the problem is the actual pilot damage is almost always irrelevant. The only thing about it that's desirable is it's a skill that you can put on for 1 AP for one unit of computer memory, and you can chain it. Let's punch him, man. Oh, it costs him 8 to counterattack. But then it's costing him 7. Well, he won't be able to do it the other way around. So Ryoga's going to use up the counterattack, and hopefully he's only going to be able to punch. I don't know why this seems to cost less AP at distance. It's strange. Didn't know that was a thing. Yeah, he can only punch. Should do some good damage. Not really. Right arm. No flickering yet though, fingers crossed. Shotgun to take off his right arm, and I don't want to waste the Bone Buster damage on potentially just getting the arm that anything will take off. You don't want to overkill parts with your big hits, especially parts that you don't really care about destroying at all. I think missiles have the same accuracy against the Jeeps as gun does. Well, no, as the wood against anything else. He can't do anything. That's weird. Oh yeah, I shot his punch arm off, didn't I? Oh, he's got out. Okay, when someone's ejected from the mech, you can target them, but they take way reduced damage. Like, he would be taking, from the shotgun, I think it's 2 damage per shot that hits him. Normally it's something around a 20 times reduction in damage. So even though they've only got 20 health, it can go a long way if you're hitting for 1s and 2s. But what we can do in this situation, which, if we're feeling fruity, and you know I am, just swap mech. Just go in that one. Let's fire a rocket at this normal man. Didn't hit. Wasn't likely to. Men are very hard to shoot. So now this guy is on foot shooting a pistol at his own mech, which has been commandeered. I'm gonna just swap back and I'm done with this as well. If we can kill the man without killing the mech, yeah, like I said, almost no damage. We can kill the man without killing the mech, and he's trapped in that corner there, having a significant emotional event right now. If you kill the man without killing the mech, we get the mech at the end of the undestroyed mech at the end of the battle. And it'll have all its parts repaired, and it won't have its gun, but we'll be able to take the parts off, and for example, we can take the legs off this and put it on Emma's mech. So Emma's mech can walk more than 2 spaces in a turn. Now I am worried about triggering the other vehicles before I'm done with this guy though. He's just hanging in there. I'm not sure I want to shoot him, because if that comes over and starts shooting at... Yeah, I'm gonna just end now. That should do it. I can just eject back into the proper robot. So when you eject, you can move to any tile around the one you ejected from, which includes any of the mechs that are there. You can just bounce right out of one robot into another. Yeah, having trouble talking today. Oh no, rocket accuracy is rubbish against Jeeps. So the reason we want people to surrender too is because they just disappear if they surrender, and they leave the mech behind. Even if the mech's on 1 health and every other part's destroyed, it's still worth the same. Another thing, you get experience from shooting trees. We shot 2 trees, but I only get 1 experience. No, they're not happy about what we did to the friend. Actually, that guy did quite a lot of damage to that man. Early mechs don't have as much health as... Like, pistols don't increase in damage at any point in the game, so they become completely useless. Ryogo has a chance to kill this guy. He'd have to hit 3 times on the body, got 10 shots, 36%, so that's probably not going to happen. Could happen. Would the shotgun be better? I'm sorry about turning the camera, by the way. It's a compulsion. That might well get him. Let's give it a go. He's got Angry Man's the guy who's got health on his map. Yeah, that did a lot more damage than I thought I would. Ryoga's mech's a bit rubbish, isn't it? I should probably check this earlier. These are punch bots, are they? Machine guns. They're actually the portrait there's for special forces guys. They have a slightly higher skill with the gun as well. I noticed the damage are a little bit higher. Not too bothered to take out his wheel, but anytime I hit, it's probably good. They don't have much health, they can't really. I think if he only had one part left, I could probably one-shot with the shotgun. There's Emma's friend helping. And we should... I'm not sure when this happens, but we should... I think we get the opportunity to fire missiles at these boys. Grenades even better than missiles. There's two types of shoulder-mounted weapon, missiles and grenades. Missiles do exactly what they've been doing this whole time. We've seen missiles, but grenades are ridiculous. Once grenades start being a thing in the campaign, they are... You learn to fear grenades. I think Ryoga should start, and then we finish his arm off with the shotgun. Oh, that's very good. So even though he's probably going to counterattack with his fist, he's probably going to punch, we do kind of want to move to melee range whenever we attack with Angry Man, unless we're going to take a ton of damage from the counter. Like if he was a trained punch bot with a knuckle duster, we won't want to do this. But Angry's main skill only triggers at range 1, and we really want to see it. We want to save that on our robot computer. I've kind of figured to go for Emma. They really don't like her. She's very rubbish as well. She can't really defend herself. Let's punch a G. That'll make us feel bad. But yeah, he's taking a lot of damage. It's mostly to the right arm, which isn't too bad. He ain't got anything in his right arm. Just punch the wheels right off that. I think we shotgun it. The damage is only split between 3 areas, so it might well get his arm. And even if it don't, it's gonna be on like 10 health. Oh, maybe not. I'm still used to late game weapons. I need to adjust my mental maths. Oh. Preferably, we want to not drop it on our own guys' heads. Let's just shoot this guy. So I think that was a grenade attack. We'll be able to find out if we look at his... Yeah, look, it hit every part. Grenades do a fixed amount of damage to every part of the enemy. So unlike shotguns, where the shots are split between the different areas, but it kind of... Like, more tend to hit body and legs, because those are the areas that tend to have more health. Grenades don't care about that. So 2 good hits with a grenade normally blows both arms off any mech in the game. You don't want to get hit by those. That's a very good hit. I was going to just shoot that Jeep, but I think Ryoga's got better stuff to do now. No point getting Ryoga counterattacked. He doesn't have the skill I'm looking for. I'm fishing for. He does have Zoom 1 though. And if you can get a bunch of Zoom 1s, those will come in handy. We haven't seen a skill chain yet, but hopefully we'll see a... Oh, there he goes. Yeah, he'll just do it twice. He doesn't just apply the effect twice, he just takes 2 shots in a row. With Zoom 1 on both. And if you get a lot of skills like this, they don't have to be the same type. any cheap, like pilot damage and Zoom 1 would chain together just fine. The only thing is, the more it costs. Right, there goes surrendering. The more a skill costs, the less likely it is to trigger generally. So 2-cost skills are much more powerful, but trigger half as often. That guy's not doing well. I don't really want to kill him with the support fire though. No one will get experience for it, and I am kind of worried about that. I do ideally not want to have to grind at any point. And I am going to be using... we're going to be getting extra teammates at some point, and I am going to want to be using all of them. That's kind of a... Like, you're kind of probably better off just making one extremely strong team, but I do prefer to try and use everyone at least a bit. That should kill him, but you never really know. Let's kill him from further away. Yeah, 6 health. Ryoga can use all the levels up he gets right now. Actually, you shoot him. I don't want this to take an extra turn though. Can you? You don't have ammo. Okay. That's... If I do what I'm thinking of, it's not gonna... My plan is to eject and just plink this guy with the pistol, so I definitely won't die. But I don't want to... Obviously don't want to get killed by Jeep. I think I'm going to take an extra turn here. So this should kill this. Yeah. Shotguns do... You know, the damage is split between all the different parts, so you kind of got to mentally adjust when the enemy's got one part. The hit is going to be huge. I don't think the pistol has enough range. I'll get over there. Let's blow up some trees. This is an experiment, actually. I'm not sure if I can blow up trees. I'm not sure if they're immune. Yep. They're real good trees. They're strong. Pistol cannot go far enough to hit robot. Yeah, I'm just gonna end this turn. And as long as this guy stopped thinking about surrendering, which is a thing that can happen, I'm just gonna plink him with a pistol and he's gonna surrender. It doesn't matter what attack hits them while they've got that white flag over their icon. So a person on foot can just make sure. They will sometimes stop thinking about surrendering, and then normally hitting them will make them start again. But I don't have time for that. I normally just kill them at that point. Like, there's a limit to how long I'm gonna wait for someone to surrender. 101% better than perfection. We got 2 Jinyos. One of those I'm probably gonna break apart, the other I'm probably gonna sell. We'll see that in a minute, and we'll get to see the first bit of mech customization, which I really like in this game. And, even better, no flickering at all that mission. Did you notice? Did you notice any flickering? I didn't. And off the stomp bots went. Yeah, Special Forces Commando, them last 2 guys we killed. Ah, okay. My plan was to customize the mechs, but the option isn't in the menu yet, so I guess we're not doing that right now. could do internet. We'll leave internet a little bit. Again, I kind of want to finish this phase of the campaign, this run of missions. That click was me turning the microphone off, so I could cough without deafening anyone. And I'd just like to report that I fixed the switch on my microphone. I can turn it on and off at whim whenever I want now. Oh, I think I'm gonna get a tutorial. I think the FAI, Federal Agency of Intelligence, it's the FBI. It's the robot FBI. And the USN is the US. JDF is Japanese Defense Force, in case you forgot. Which is the Japan Army. An angry man's sister was working on a mysterious project for the JDF in the lab that exploded. Real good, really exploded. Exploded a whole lot, more than you'd think. I mean, a lot of the base did cease to exist in the incident. No one ever seems to kind of grasp the severity of any situation ever. The other campaign's great. There's this dude called Lou who just whips everyone into shape whenever they get like this. Oh, there might have been another click then. I've run out of juice quite early. I'm not going to try and say where they're going. Oh, okay, yeah, we're going to get the big tutorial. Oh, that's not... I'm not sure don't know is one word. There's quite a lot of errors in these text boxes. I have noticed in the other campaign. I thought they were localized there because that was the one they did second. Oh dear. So here's a tutorial. It's long. It goes at its own pace. You can't skip any of it. And you have to do it every time you play the game. So this stuff, I didn't think you could skip the text boxes. I'm gonna skip through it as fast as possible. Feel free to try and read it or whatever, but I am gonna, you're not playing the game and I already know how to do it. I'm gonna explain what I'm doing when I am setting up the robots. I'm worried that my X button's a bit loud. Are you hearing the smash? I think it's showing up on the thing. Just a little bit clicking. I'm gonna move it closer. You hearing that? This is an X button pressed as fast as an X button can be pressed. I don't want to, I'd just go through it when they're doing the tutorial, but I know I'd try and explain it when I'm doing it anyway. So to save you getting most of it twice, is anyone in chat? How's your day going? Oh, also, I don't want to click X that much because it can start. Yeah, I'm glad I remembered that at just the right moment because it can start part of the tutorial you've already been through again, and you have to sit through it again. Early FFs and stuff have this problem where they'll tutorialize everything, and the tutorials are always unskippable, even though Final Fantasy games were major series at the time. People were playing them through way more than once. There's no reason FF7 and 8 have to have these long tutorials for every. I mean, that said, FF8's obtuse as shit, but like, there should always be an option to skip the tutorial. In any game ever, in any tutorial ever, there should be an option to just say, no, thanks, I actually know. Oh, there's a rifle there. We'll be seeing those. I think the next guy who shows up has a rifle. There's also a flamethrower. I didn't want to spoil that. Yeah, there's flamethrowers in this game. As the shield. Shields are actually a big part of front mission. Shields are very important. There's the grenade launcher. Grenade launchers you can only shoot 4 times per battle, but like I said, 2 good hits. I've clicked weapons. I apologize. I saw the right option and I was so happy to see it. I panicked. And now we're back here. The main thing about grenades is, yeah, when the enemies get good, that's a terrifying point in the campaign. When you start seeing enemies with grenade launchers, it's like the entire game becomes kill the guy with the grenade launcher before he can ruin my whole team. The radius on him's actually further than the missile attacks we were getting in the last mission. Okay, I'm not gonna do it again. We're free. We're out of the tutorial. Okay, now I get to set up robots, so first thing we're gonna do is you can sell the individual bits of these after you divide them into parts. I'm going to divide both, I think. Because I think the Jinyo bits are quite good. First thing we're going to do is... so every robot is 4 different parts, and you can use any combination of parts. The only limiting factor is you can't go overweight. You can't have weight at below 0. Yeah, Jinyo legs. They have 3 move. A whole 3. They've generally got like 3 different stats, but then you get more later that are kind of unlocked. With arms, you kind of... It's always a trade-off between accuracy and health. Like any 12 accuracy arm is going to have around that much health. And then as you go down in accuracy, it goes up in... You get more free weight and you get more health on the part. Yeah. The missile bots and stuff tend to have like their own special extremely high power torsos. Power is how much weight the robot can carry in total, and it's only on torsos, so that's where you got to start building any robot. The extra power, if you're not using extra weight at the end, it does boost your... Let me just check. You can also see the battle skill there. If it's never triggered, it'll just be question marks, but it'll tell you how to trigger it. So we could switch that. Zoom 1 is doing alright for us. I think we want this. Even though the parts have the same health and stuff, they all have different skills. And they may have different of the secret stats we haven't seen yet. I think the legs are about the same as well. I'm not actually sure what either of these are. There's a lot of different parts. It's quite hard to remember the different things. I think a skill can only trigger if the weapon that triggers it is in the hand the skill is attached to the arm of. And if it's a skill that requires both hands, both arms have to be the same type. I'm not sure I should switch from Zoom 1. Zoom 1's pretty good. I kind of like the look of that one better as well. Look at that. It's like a... I don't know. Can't really deal with backpacks right now. We can change the colour and name the machines. If you think of a name for a robot, post that shit in chat. You know what? Let's have a nice blue robot. Look at that. Look how pleasant that is. probably change those at some point. Oh, the last thing we can do is we've got the computer and all the moves saved on them. Any move you don't add to the list will just appear in this list over here, so you can change your mind later. Don't really want to change any parts of... oh yeah, check that. Oh, I've already done it. Yeah, okay. Wait. You're already the blue. I've doubled up on colour. Cover that. Let's have a nice red. What colour are you? Grey. Boring grey. Look at that. Look at that camouflaged mech. No one will ever see it coming. Until it's in punch range. I'm not sure if I've just saved, but let's do it again. We've passed the tutorial. I'm gonna go get some more juice in a minute. It's the fuzz. They've got shields. Do you think people are still mad that we drove our tanks into the army base? They are probably going to be mad though if you submit to the checkpoint. It's probably not going to improve the situation. You can't really just apologize. I mean, as well as that, we are witnesses to the destructive power of the mystery device that took out that base. But even if we won, they'd have a pretty good reason to stop us. I didn't take a rocket launcher off, did I? That would be dumb. Is it just the cutscene? It's just the cutscene, right? Please, just be the... I didn't even touch weapons, right? Alright, I just made a red. Yeah, I know what's happening. Changed everyone's color to confuse myself. So this mission has these police bots. They have batons, which are very accurate melee weapons. They also have shields, which they'll use whenever we try and shoot them. And the shields are incredibly strong. Shields are very cheap counterattack items. You can't use them to do anything else. You can only use them on the counterattack, and they take up your hand slot. But the light, they reduce the damage you take by about half. I think half of the very basic version of shield, and it just gets better as the game goes on. And all the damage is poured into the arm with the shield on it. So essentially the first 4 attacks, you can only use them a set amount of times. I think for the weaker shields it's 4, but basically the first 4 attacks at these guys just don't happen. They don't count. Unless they can counterattack, they'll always block with a shield, and they're just gonna soak up those attacks like they're not even there. They do have quite low health though. We've also got the first appearance of helicopters. Helicopters are little bastards. They just fly around, they'll fly at the very edge of your range, they'll like fly over massive chasms you can't get in. They're very hard to hit, especially early game. It's going to be really hard to hit these. Missiles have normal accuracy against them. I think it's just meant to be distance that's making it hard to shoot. But so missiles missiles still do good. Is any in range? I kind of want to move Emma back. She's quite likely to get punched in the near future. We really want this to hit, because the shotguns and machine guns are going to have like 20% to hit. So they're going to do almost no damage. The helicopters have machine guns as well to defend themselves when you get close. They don't have much health, which is the nice thing. And you can, like if there were one here, when we were on this cliff, we'd actually have quite high accuracy if they were on the same plane of elevation. It's just that they're so much higher up than us. That's the problem. I'm not really sure what to do about this. I don't really want to move out in these helicopters' range, so I kind of want to go down this side. I might just... You stand there. Can you shoot from here? Not quite. Move one more. I don't want him to focus on Ryogo though. The missile's probably going to fire at him. He's closest to that. Kinda wish I'd moved him up an extra space now. You know what? It's not going to do any damage. Don't bother. Should have at least shot a tree for 1 experience. Oh, they're going for him anyway. So now's our chance to actually hit him. Didn't do much. It did hurt his shield, and that's without the damage reduction in effect. Hopefully those helicopters will just kind of sit over there for a while so we can deal with these guys. They're not doing too much damage right now, which is pretty handy. If we can kill this helicopter, that'd be pretty good. We have... Oh, I was going to say we have just enough missiles if we never miss to kill all the helicopters, but then we immediately miss. Yeah, it's going to use the shield and it's not going to do much, but... Actually, wasn't that bad. Yeah, let's keep going. You might punch Emma. That wouldn't be good. Nah, that wasn't worth it. I should have stuck to my original idea. I didn't know they had a gun. I thought they also had a punch fist. A stick in a baton. There you go. Taking a beating. Right arm is just the one with not much in it. That shield's on like no health now. They're really focusing him down. Yeah, and they're all hitting body. Okay, I think he's got another repair on him. I really hope he has. Really got to kill this helicopter this time. Okay. Things got a lot less bad right then. One more shot probably isn't going to kill Angry Man. One more machine gun shot. Could move him closer so he'll be able to counterattack. Actually, that guy is going to try and counterattack himself. Actually, I just want to destroy this man though. That should definitely break the shield, and I'll start doing actual damage to him. Move here. Shoot at him. I'm not sure I like that move. I think I've played this all terribly, to be honest. I mean, I've been kind of stuck in the corner, but... Well, that... Is this in helicopter range? What is the range? 10? Hang about. Let's say 10. I don't think he can move up. Yeah, so it's not really got a good place to go. I didn't mean to click that tile. That'll have to do. We might go for Emma, but Emma's untouched so far. No. I can definitely shoot back at him next turn. That were a crap shot as well. This could really mess him up. Oh, he's on 1 health. Now Ryoga's almost dead. And the helicopters are all active. This is a problem. Glad I saved after that tutorial. Okay, I did play the start of this mission really badly. But I think I've got quite unlucky as well. They have been hitting body an awful lot. You don't want to waste time firing missiles at people with shields, it's just not worth doing. Emma could have really helped me out by hitting any of her shots as well. Please end this, man. Yeah, you definitely need that. Get your scope on. Well, he's quite dead. I think I move up and use a healing item. I think he's got his repairs back from the last set of missions. So hopefully this guy don't... Oh, he's backed way up. Don't know what he's doing. I'm gonna say, hopefully he doesn't back off. Only one of the helicopters is mad. But Emma cannot hit them. I've missed 289% in 4 shots. I think if my whole team hit one in the same turn, that'd probably kill it. You should heal if you've got one. I'm trying to think if it's worth it. If no one's shooting him, it's obviously not. I am gonna forget I've got the items at one point though. Do you do this? Do you go all in? Yeah, sure. Fuck you, helicopter. Yeah, not great damage there. I'm gonna use the iron. You can buy them for really cheap anyway. I just always... Is he just out? Is he just going? Is he going home? All I need is the shotgun arm. You can shoot anything else. I hate helicopters. Later game, helicopters become a joke. You'll have so high accuracy, it won't matter. And, oh, by the way, I've ranked up from A grade shotgun skill to B grade shotgun skill. One day I may achieve the highest shotgun skill. Actually, it goes to S, but I think it goes A, B, C, D, E. So E grade skills are higher than C grade and significantly better than A grade. He's just out, isn't he? Bye. Ah, our rockets. And we're stuck on the wrong side of the barrier, but we can remedy that. I should have had Emma punched it, to be honest. This is probably going to be a rubbish shot. He's actually higher than usual. 17%, and he's going to counterattack. I'm just going to end turn, I reckon. Really got anything to do, just punch your wall. This wall in particular. There it goes. What a good punch. He's not even moving. Just firing missiles at me. Oh, that's his shotgun arm. Interestingly enough, you actually can't punch a guy who's flying a mile above you. So if he loses his shotgun arm, he's actually not going to be able to hurt this guy at all. But he got a pretty good shot from going higher up that hill. Yeah, that was a train wreck. I did disastrously. My command was terrible. My luck was appalling. Probably gonna get a silver or something. Look at that. Silver. I've got penalized very heavily there on average weapon level, which there's not anything you can really do about. That means the game wants me to grind a little bit, and I'm just... No, that literally is telling me that my attacks aren't high enough level, so it's penalizing me. You'd think winning with less would be incentivized, but no, not in this game. It wasn't as slow as I thought. Letting that man go home was bad, and I did punch too many walls and trees for the game's liking. I don't think the rank actually affects anything, so it's not like I've lost out on anything, but I don't know, I like to be told that I'm doing good. Well, one quarter of them just decided they were going home in a pristine Wanza. I don't think they were that serious. Two of them didn't even bring Wanzas. I don't know what I could have done better there. I was very worried about triggering the other helicopters if I moved too much. I mean, I probably didn't do that bad. Felt bad. I don't think I dealt with the first guy who came out right. Didn't deal with him well. I shouldn't have wasted time shooting the shield. I should have just gone up and punched him with Angry Man. That way he'd have tried to counterattack, so I'd have got a ton of damage. That said, Angry Man did almost die. Maybe in the world where I did that, turned out disastrously. I did just save, right? I'm just going to save twice. It's important at some times. You need to make sure you double save. I have weird saving compulsions. I've literally... I'm going to try very hard not to do it on stream, but I've literally sat at a save point in video games and just saved 4 times in a row, just because every time. I'll be talking to someone or listening to someone or watching something, and I'll just be sat saving over and over again. Just every time I wonder, did I actually just save, or have I just moused over the save option and not clicked it? I'll just make sure. I'm pretty sure I've saved it. I'll just make sure. Are we not getting back in the truck? We're just walking around in tanks now. Oh, we need to lean out the window to... I got it. We got more cops. And special forces. With missiles as well. This Kuroi guy, he's a real piece of work. The only truth we really... Well, Emma knows what's going on, but she hasn't told us yet. The only truth Angry Man and Ryogo know about the explosion is that it was big. What an Angry Man. Gives Angry Man a run for his money. We've seen a lot of JDF Special Forces. We've been fighting them, right? The little Jeeps. He's real determined. He reckons he's got this. Guy in that Jeep's a real operator. He knows no fear. God, he's just driven right up within punching distance. Maybe you can't see through those goggles and that's why he's so confident. That's a cop. Probably has a shield. These two are missile bots. Very far away and they're probably slow, so I'm gonna move everyone over this way first, I reckon. I'm hoping this guy comes down a bit, because height advantage makes enemies harder to hit and makes it easier for them to hit you. I don't know if Emma just stands and trades with the missile bots. The question. No, you know what? No point. Ryoga take the shot from significantly further away. That's like 20% less accurate. The guy shooting at me, not me shooting at the guy. Me shooting at the guy is terribly inaccurate. Oh, that's handy. I could try and punch the man. Can Emma get in his... The thing is, I don't think the enemies try and get in your robots. And even if they did, can't walk through your robots. So I think I'm going to do the move. And I'm going to try and punch this this man. I was just about to say, you actually, when you're taking counterattacks off infantry, they're just as likely to trigger status effects as any other attacks. So that guy, like I said, he's a real G. He knows what he's doing. You don't mess with this guy. You're in a giant tank, a walking tank, armed with knuckle dusters, and you see this guy standing in the road, staring you down. He knows something you don't. That guy's serious. Oh, I should probably shotgun him. As much as it would be funny to end this man with my hand, with my mech hand, I think I do try and actually kill him with the shotgun. Oh, maybe both! Why not both? Yes! So that's... he's gonna do it. There he is. Double assault I've been trying to get to trigger the whole game. It's literally just... if you've got a melee weapon in one hand, and a ranged weapon in the other, that can be anything, as long as it's not like a shoulder-mounted weapon. If you've got that, you just get to use both. Why pick? So that's... like, you can build mechs around that. That's basically what I'm planning on having him do for the campaign. Maybe I'll switch out if he gets a thing that lets him do 2 melee attacks in the same turn. Because double melee attacks, it's pretty strong. And I do want Angry Man to be in the thick of it. It just seems thematic. His name is Angry Man. That guy is better than Ryoga. Oh wait, he's got a way worse gun. Don't know what I was talking about. I was looking at the health, and they have the same, so I don't know where I got. This guy's way better than me. As long as he's trying to counterattack, I should be able to deal with him. I just don't want these guys to get too much done. I'm gonna need to get Emma back in her mech as well. That's a problem, actually. You won't be able to counter with his guns, so I'll try and use his shield. I think the shield's 2 AP, so it's always worth doing. Well, not always. On your robots, if the AI's got a shield, like, why would they ever not use it? But on your robots, you really don't want to use the shield against machine guns, shotguns, things that do a ton of damage that's normally spread out over a lot of different areas. I don't know if they're in range. I'll try counting tiles. If it's 10, they're not quite in range. There will be if they move. I'm not even sure it's 10 though. Let's go punch him. Just cuss. That actually turned out quite well. Oh, he doesn't have enough AP left to counter this. Yeah, it's definitely worth doing then. Can't do nothing. And I can counter him if he shoots at Ryoga. If he shoots at either of them, I think. Oh, he's in range now. Yeah, I think it is 10. Emma's not really going to be able to stand up to this. She can move backwards, though. And she... I can probably get in a spot where only one of them can... where only the closer one can shoot back. And then if I take too much damage, I can just pull out. That's about half as much as I'd consider too much. Let's punch him again. Yeah, I might just deal, and now we're gonna dish it out. Punch his leg straight off. You can't stand up to this. This onslaught. I love Double Assault. I've been trying to get it to happen for like the entire game. I don't think he can do it right at the start when he's in... I think he's in a slightly different robot. So I reckon if I move here, the only tile she can get shot at from is the one this man's in. Like I said, pilot damage can chain, so this could be good. You can actually chain missile attacks, but it'll use multiple missiles. It will use up all your ammo on a hit leg. Question is, do I try and take him out with Ryogo? Which is probably not going to happen. Or do I try and take him out with... Like, this is much more likely, but... Let's shoot with both. The thing where if Ryogo killed him, if he kills him now, Angry Man can just start running up the hill towards the... Oh, that's handy. Towards the missiles that are bothering me. There's not really a lot we can do right now about this. We just gotta go in. Apparently Kuro is too good to shoot us this turn. It's not too bad. These missiles aren't too dangerous. They're not doing as much damage as I was worried they might. Also, that Jeep that we stole is going to turn into a robot at the end of the mission. I'm not sure what type it'll be. Hopefully not a Jinyo. We've already got 2 of those. That's good. So I think Shotgun Shot will just do him now. Not sure if he's got AP. He's at 2. I think that means he can't counterattack. And again, we want to get up in his grill so we can get more double assaults done. He's going to surrender straight away. I think Ryogo's okay to shoot at him without killing him. Unless he does zoom 1 a bunch of times, he'll probably just... Yeah. Probably get to surrender. And this is going to be... Oh, Jesus. That's going to be a different mech than usual, because it's a Special Forces mech. Might even be a good one, you never know. Just because we're early in the game, don't mean that the stuff we find is going to be significantly worse than stuff we get later. Like I've said, the later stuff will have more expensive but better skills, but you don't necessarily want that. You can build a strategy around really low cost, really cheap, really spammable skills. Other than that, they won't have... The later game parts have roughly the same stat line as the early game ones. That guy can counterattack, and here's a quirk of the game. Normally, if a mech's gonna counterattack with its punch, it'll use the arm its main weapon's not on. It won't take anything else into account. So even though he could be punching with either arm, it'll almost certainly be right. So I'm just gonna shoot him from here so we don't take the counterattack. Is Kuroi gonna surrender? Cause this ain't looking good. There's Rough Up 1. I think there's a video on YouTube about someone walking up to the last boss of the game and triggering Rough Up 1 6 times and killing him in one hit. It's the spammable skill. Rough Up 1 means you shoot 1.2 times as many shots. So on machine guns, you shoot 12 rather than 10, and shotguns you shoot 14 rather than 12. There are higher levels of Rough Up 1, but there are none more spammable. Ryogo's starting to be a real Ryogo. Ryogo always seems to end up with like 15 one-cost skills. Am I too low level still, game? Now back to platinum. I approve. And we got an Enyo. Those were missile bots, so they've probably got... I don't know. It's probably something similar to what Emma's already got, but... I don't really need pilot damage 1 if that's on torso. Could switch that out. Well, I could switch any part out. Oh, next intermission I am going to stop to get a drink. I said I would like an hour ago, and now I'm real thirsty, surprisingly. I did not get a drink, and now I'm thirsty. It is too hot, folks. You might be able to hear my fan going in the background. It's 2 in the morning. The sun is on the opposite side of the planet. How is it too hot? How is it still too hot? I think I might go till about 3. I did last time. I feel like I can play a bit more front mission. I really do like this game. There's the intermission. I'm gonna go get a drink. I'll be back in a minute. I have returned with more blackcurrant juice. I had a Diet Coke I was saving for my stream, so because I've only got this really small glass for some reason. And at no point did I ever think of just getting a bigger glass from the cupboard. I decided I'll have this special can of Diet Coke. I'm gonna save specifically for streaming, and then I was gonna start the stream. And I opened the can, and I started watching someone else stream, and I drank it early. Terrible. So that's a crazy story. Have I saved? Probably. Probably saved at least twice at this point. I don't think I had saved. I might have to get go on another break in a minute, because like I said, I am quite thirsty. And this is a very small glass. I just made a terrible noise on the chair. If I move, this chair generates deafening sounds. So I kind of been perched very straight and trying not to touch the backrests in anywhere. It's good for posture. Being scared that you're going to pollute the audio on your stream. Why are we just walking down the road if we're worried that they're going to try and set up roadblocks? By their very nature, roadblocks are on the road. What happened to the old truck? How many trucks that are big enough to fit tanks in are just driving around? That'd be a pretty terrifying way to get carjacked. They're going to be in therapy for years, whoever's in that truck. I mean, we did just carjack someone last mission. We're pretty good at it. All machine? Oh, 2 rockets. No, just 1 rocket. So I reckon Emma goes after him. Maybe. Maybe I think we play the back corner for now. I don't think these ones have shields. Yeah, the army robots are strictly worse than the... I forgot to look at what those parts of Stall were like. Army robots are strictly worse than police robots because they are the same, except they don't have shields. Emma's been rubbish today. Disappointed. He's going to be able to shoot me wherever I go. You know what, we'll move Ryoga to the front and hopefully we'll target him. I'd said her because I was considering the possibility of him shooting at Emma. At the same time I was saying not that. He didn't shoot anyone though, I just decided against. Give Peace a chance. He's actually slightly out of range, I didn't expect that. Hopefully someday we'll steal a robot that doesn't have rubbish legs. No, I've been instigating with Ryoga to get rid of the counterattack. Yeah, we will do that actually. Ryoga has less health, so he is a worse choice to get shot at if someone's got to get shot at. But the thing is, if I go up to punch him, which I do want to do because I want to get some parts low so I can finish him off with the weapons that do spread damage. If I walk right up and punch him, he gets to shoot first, and there's a chance he's going to stun me or eject me from the robot. It's the only reason. I don't want to waste the move. Not much damage done on either side. It's fine by me. Gonna take the counterattack, but I do want to punch him. Sometimes you just gotta punch a guy. Besides, they're not doing much back. Shoot him and it's only split between 3 places, but really want to just do a big ton of damage to one part. Get something juicy real low. Actually, could punch the arms clean off that. That's not good. I didn't even consider that he might be in range. Kind of want to be 3 tiles away from where he is right now. Let's get Emma involved. Where Ryoga is safe from this missile. And if we can get rid of this guy without taking too much damage, which that's a very good start to. That's not going to do it, is it? He's going to be able to just move in. Well, Ryoga's pretty much free to do what he likes right now. Why are you going to punch if I walk right up? I think machine guns cost more AP at close range, and I've never known that until this playthrough. Oh, the colours are kind of pulsing in the background there. You could tell it wanted to flicker, but it can't. It physically cannot flicker anymore. I fixed it. Right. So if I move to here, I think he can move 5. So he can move right up on that guy next turn. How about here? Problem is, he's probably gonna... This is probably not gonna be happy. Kind of moving into his area. I can counterattack with a shotgun though. Yeah, I think this is a good move. Gonna kill this guy. There he goes. I wouldn't say it's the heaviest strategy game. Ooh, we switched target. I really don't care if they want to shoot Emma. It's just fine. Just shoot Emma. It's okay. I mean, if she gets hit again in the left arm, she will lose a rocket launcher, but that only means she's doing slightly less than she's currently doing to help. Emma needs a hand weapon. A starter mech is just trash. Maybe should have backed her off still. Then again, I'm gonna get that arm now. Change my mind mid-move. I think there's a way to cancel the animation. Yeah. Oh, that guy's in trouble. Should I start on the G? I'm not actually sure Ryogo's gonna be that good at fighting the G, is the thing. He's very inaccurate. His mech's also a bit garbage. He's got skills though. I maybe should have tried it. What's he doing? Is he leaving? Let's see if we get stats. This is body. Pretty much anything will knock the guy over. He didn't hit anything. Because it was Emma firing it, you see. You know what, you deal with this guy. Angry Man's still in the vastly superior mech, so I reckon he can continue to do the heavy lifting. I do want to spread the experience out as well. I'm going to need more than one guy at good level to stay competitive. I'm going to use this shotgun because the punch is likely to miss. And because double assault can trigger with either. Not good damage. Reckon I came off worse there. Oh, he can shoot through that as well. Oh, not well. Yeah, you see that's blocking his shot, but it's going to disintegrate as he starts to fire. I think he still gets the accuracy penalty, but he won't next time he shoots that. He takes that same shot. Let's try the Bone Buster. Just get something started. It's not bad. If Emma can hit him, nah, I'm gonna shoot at the actual robot with Emma. I think Ryogo's just a bit too slow. He can still counter. Maybe a back off. So much more accurate than I am. Okay, Emma, shoot that. Kill it. If she hurts it in any way, the shotgun can easily finish. Okay, she killed it. I think shoulder weapons, even grenades, which are incredibly good, they do tend to level up slower because you can only use them a certain amount of times. And even when you start ruining someone's day with grenades, you do want to finish ruining their day with you want to finish with a shotgun or a machine gun or something like, you don't want to waste another grenade on a guy who's almost dead. That's a worry. That's very low body health. Damn again. Please don't die. I'm not actually in that much danger of dying. That guy was. So anyway, most of the XP is from the Killing Blow. And not only do like missile and grenade people get tons of medals, but missile people they tend to not get much in the way of medals. You kind of gotta watch that because they do need the AP, probably more than like a lot of other units do. We want to try and keep everyone leveling up fairly evenly. Late game mechs do tend to need a lot of AP, unless they're a punch bot, in which case they just work always forever. There's no way to have them not work. Punching's like not a joke in this. It's real strong. being able to always counterattack. And when you get skills for punches, you can have like punches that always stun, punches that always eject the pilot from the mech you punch, punches that are more punches, repeat punch. And even the tackle 1 that we got now, from the base level skills, we got like rate of fire up, zoom 1. The tackle 1 scales off the weight of your mech, so it's going to get better and better as the campaign goes on. It's going to be doing more extra damage. It's going to stay relevant the whole way through the game. Like, I mean, they all are really, but I think it scales a lot better. Like, being hit by with tackle 1 by a endgame mech, that's like double damage. And after much fighting and many casualties, we've successfully stolen a truck. Don't worry about not being able to sell these if you divide them up. You can sell the individual parts and you get the same amount. It's just slightly more of a hassle. That's not good. I don't want to put the skill that only triggers if you don't use the shoulder weapon on when she doesn't have any other weapons. What's this? That's maybe a really good one. Yeah, I'm definitely putting that on. It was the same as... Yeah, it was. These one-shot... In fact, I'll put it on the other arm as well, since you can potentially just punch a man. We don't have to worry about accuracy on that arm, so we might want to put something with more health on, but 28 health, not really worth it. Menu's a bit rubbish. But it's the incredibly light, incredibly slow type of legs. These become more viable as you go, but right now, you really want as much move as you can get. Like, later on, we'll get extra bonus move on top of our normal move. So it makes sense to sometimes want to sacrifice movement for weight. But right now, imagine if we had two move legs on every mech. We would just not be getting things done. They'd all our enemies would just leave before us. We might be actually at town now. This game does have towns in the traditional RPG tradition. Not sure, actually. I kind of remember the opening. It's been a while since I played this one. This campaign. Okay. Yeah, I think this is a shop. I'm not sure if it's a full town. Towns do, after all, as everyone knows, towns have 3 buildings in. I think we should probably check the internet now. Anytime anyone mentions that my main character is called Angry Man, it just gets me. That's why he's got to be called Angry Man. It's not even a name. He's just angry. So we're now being blamed for the enormous explosion. I kind of don't want anyone to know that they had the big bomb just sitting in the base. Which is obviously what Emma are after. The only people here who are completely supplementary to the plot are the main character and his best friend. Bro, I should leave Japan. Japan's real mad at you. You've been stomping your tank around a lot. We're still worried about Alyssa, but yeah, there's not really a lot we can do about that. We've got a lot of people trying to kill us in the direction she might be in. That's why we started all this, by the way. We snuck a tank into a military base to look for our sister. We're determined. I mean, it just doesn't seem like the best plan. In the other campaign is the events pan out basically the same, but you're kind of on the other side. So we're fighting against who it turns out later Emma's unit are. But in the other campaign, we just drive a truck into the base, get out in robots and just start gunning people down for indiscriminately. Like, we're totally we're totally the aggressors. Then we get captured and just find Alyssa, and it's fine. She's just hanging about. And when the incident happens, we just leave. Oh, we're getting another tutorial. The other campaign's weird. I was gonna say he just goes in the base and finds his sister, but he does just going in the tank. There's no universe in which Angry Man's first thought in any situation isn't to get in his tank and run someone over. He has one mod. I'm gonna skip through this. It's not pertinent information. I can tell you what you need to know. Always got me that the guy who's teaching you how to shop is also the guy who owns the shop. Is he teaching us the correct way to shop, or is he teaching us the way that most benefits him? Conspiracy theories on top of conspiracy theories. This game. Maybe he's a spy. Is he USN? Is he DHZ? Is he Zaftran? Don't even get me started on those Zaftran. It's literally now telling us, it's going through the same tutorial to tell us that it's the same if the part isn't on a robot than if it is. You can still just click upgrade the part. That's fine. Oh yeah, that's a good point. We probably do want to buy items back. Actually, the first thing we need to do, first thing you do in any shop, obviously, is go through all the parts that you're not using and just sell them. We don't need all these Jinyo rubbish bits lying around. I think most of these will be basically what the shop's selling anyway. Right, now the actual first thing is, what weapons are there? Are there upgrades to the ones we've currently got? The answer here is no, they're the same ones. We could try and fit a rocket launcher on... Oh, well, we can't. Never mind. Oh, we don't have parts either. Okay, this is a rubbish shop. This is literally a shop that only sells the same guns we've already got. Can you hold a gun? Please hold a gun. Let's give her a shotgun. Can she have a shotgun and a shield? 12 weight, and that leaves her with 18. She can have a machine gun and a shield. I normally do go machine gun and shield. I'm kind of feeling that shotgun. It's a little cheaper to use, and if she's going to be using 10 AP a turn on the rocket launcher, maybe it is better to have something she can counter with afterwards. Also, if we could get a rifle, that'd probably be way better, because she's got some skills that look like the trigger for a rifle. First thing we're going to do is put a shield on here. Oh, I shouldn't have sold all those parts, you know, because we could have equipped a lighter arm on that. Could just give her a punch hand. She's too slow though. Oh, that uses more than I thought. She's got a little skill from all the carjacking she's done. Yeah, let's give her a shotgun then. We can fit it. And we do want shields. Shields are important. I don't want to rely too much on shields. I don't want to go shield mad. The optimum strategy in this game is always just everyone with a shield. But I do want to try some more interesting builds. I want to have kind of niche robots that can't quite take the punishment of a shield bot, but have more skills that require, like, that use weapons with both hands and stuff, like double assault. Oh, almost forgot. Before I saved, did go through upgrading. Upgrading is a process that you basically have to go through every time you're allowed. These ones we can't do yet. We'll get those later. But these are the extra stats on stuff I was talking about that don't show up quite yet. There's no reason to not have the HP upgrades. Having more health is objectively a good thing, but just stats as you go on, it just eats into your money every time you get to one of these. You're just watching it drain as you try and click the buttons as fast as possible. I wish there were a proper shop. I do want to... I think Ryogo needs better legs, maybe a tougher torso so he can take a bit more damage. What does anyone say? What did she say? Your innocence will be proven, be patient. Yeah, we've met the police, but they were mad. Oh, he's given me a website. Well, maybe this is a good time to check out the internet. I'm hoping that I'll have waited long enough that we've got emails. I'm not sure there's a lot we can do on the internet yet, but I'll show you basically how it works. So this is the World Wide Web. The possibilities, limitless. Every website looks like one of those, if you're old, like me, kind of 90s under construction, I don't know. Okay, this is describing how email works. We do not need to be told how to email. Actually, how email works is you get them after certain missions, and sometimes you're allowed to send an email to someone, but I think if you wait too long, you can't. And on the last campaign, I was too slow at reading my emails, so I hardly ever got to talk to anyone. There's a website. Oh, welcome to the world of illegal activities. Any criminals are just allowed in the Armored Kin group. Even ones that nuke things. We're like, right now, we're the biggest terrorists in Japan in the eyes of, well, that's not. We're like, this is a major event that just occurred. We blew, in the eyes of the public, we blew up a whole military base. Like, where they were doing secret army research and stuff in there, and we just took it all out. Like, this is really serious. And we've been invited to join the Computer Hackers Club. It's like, it's a bit more. Maybe you shouldn't let in all the terrorists. I mean, obviously we didn't do it. We're just looking for Angry Man's sister. So these websites, there's a website for like every organization that's ever mentioned, and they're all very dry. Just information. The warehouse? Oh, they're trying to make it seem like it was just a normal explosion and didn't make the entire base into a crater. heinous crime to destroy fuel stored for citizens. So it kind of says, oh, I didn't mean to click it again. It kind of says, we're not saying that it's terrorism, but we are saying those terrorists are fucking shit. Fuck those guys. I really shouldn't have clicked this. Oh? Oh, we can't. We don't know the password. I've got an idea, guys. There's always a chance that it was someone's granddad, right, who set it up? No, we didn't get it, guys. I don't know why we'd want that. There's a lot of weird things you can download. There's loads of stuff that needs passwords, and there's passwords that unlock areas that you can't do anything with unless you have more passwords, and then you need a different password for each, like, little bit of information. Which one were we just at? I don't think we were at any of these. I don't know where we were, and I also really don't care enough. So if you want to know how strong the JDF is in every region, like, it's just plausible numbers to kind of, it's all just for immersion, a lot of this. But it's just so dry and so straight-faced. I don't know. We can check out on those terrorists like us. You can see what they're about. On the other category, you're more likely to get stuff you can download, which you'll need to use for more internet stuff in the future. The internet's kind of a quest in itself, and finishing the internet gets you some pretty cool things, but I'm not sure I can be bothered, folks. That is Comic Sans. This seems legit. Oh, this is probably going to be... You need a password. Oh, no, just have a security code. I don't know what that's for. Let's get some documents. You know, the internet, it's amazing what you can do with internet. Oh, do we want to pay 100 for whatever this is? I think we do. Okay, I guess we exit. I don't know if there's anything else on this website. I think it's just... Yeah. Oh, right. There's another page before this. Before the Comic Sans hell. We have more Comic Sans. Oh, it's another website! Websites within websites. So, I don't know how far we could get in internet at this point in the game. I've never... I think when I were a kid, I used to really go for every bit of internet that I could work out. But I'm an old man now. I probably don't have enough time left on Earth to finish the entire internet. You know how it is. I don't know why I just went to my mailbox. I didn't mean to. I meant to go to the desktop, I think. Yeah, what did we just download? Oh, so one of the things we've downloaded is locked, and another was a thing to unlock the other thing. Oh, maybe not. Oh, did I just encrypt it? Whoops. Well, we have... Internet is difficult. I've heard there's hackers and virus and Trojan and worms. You can get worms on the internet. There's firewalls. There's GPUs. There's CPUs. Gigabytes. We don't want to run into one of those. Let's... Oh, the other thing you can do on the internet. We can shop, and the shop is anything that was in any previous shop in the game will be in the internet shop. And buying something on the internet, it'll just appear where you are. We can also grind. It's start a really easy map in the test facility we started the game in. As we go on, we'll be able to get more simulations. The tutorials just show you how to use each different type of weapon, and we don't want more tutorials. I already know how to use all the weapons, so that's internet. We're gonna treat that with the fear and respect it deserves. We don't want to just be running around willy-nilly on the internet. So I'm gonna drop a save. I can't remember if I just dropped a save before downloading stuff and encrypting stuff. We had a wild adventure on the internet. And I think this next mission we get to might be my last one for today, depending on what it is. If we just get stopped on the way by cops again, I should have set up. I think we got like an event coming up that'd be a good stopping point. So we're probably gonna have to shoot more cops for a while, and then maybe we'll get to do that. Why did we get the second truck? Or are these bad trucks? They're camouflaged as giant fucking mech capable trucks with like cat food in or something. There's no way we could have known. Ooh, I know who that guy is. I don't know who that guy is. Looking stylish though. Are these not just ammo? Angry Man don't want to fight in the city because of just silly little reasons like collateral damage and the fact that stray mech shotgun blasts will be decapitating countless children inside all these buildings around us. I don't know why that was the first thing I went to. I think I've gone a bit funny, to be honest, in the last few minutes. Since the internet, it were a traumatic experience. You can get in the mech truck. I don't know why that's even an option, to be honest. Why? What can you do in the mech truck? It doesn't have guns. It doesn't have any health. Just if you really want, go in the mech truck. We can also shoot those mech trucks. I think they're worth our XP, but we do have more important things going on right now. I'm gonna leave Emma there because she's. The enemies can't actually get to where she is because those two trees on that car are completely blocking those tiles. Could shoot one of these trucks. Might make me feel better, but it wouldn't do a whole lot to help me win the fight. I think, again, we go for the punch bots. They're just so dangerous. The machine guns the enemies are using right now, very weak. Later on, they will be using just proper weapons. They will be doing serious boy damage. He will have enough to counterattack, but he won't have enough to counterattack and use his shield. He might have to do both. I might shoot that tree, you know. How far can you move? So if he goes there, if he goes here even, that's a really good spot for him. I think I shoot that tree. And then... This is, like, not just doing it as a joke. This is... I need that tile, I think. I need to be able to slip through there. I could have gone on the roof anyway. Jump is a stat, and it's different depending on what type of parts your robot has, but it's hard to keep track of. I never really pay enough attention to it, so I'm never sure if I can make even small jumps like that. on the roof of dinner. You want dinner? That's the only place in town. Only 3 hits, but all hit body. That's a little unfortunate. Oh, he's blocking the only tile the punchbots could go to punch me. So that's pretty handy. I don't know if he knows what he's done for his team though. That guy's actually got a proper machine gun, hasn't he? Maybe, I'm not sure. Seem to do more damage, but not actually that much more damage. You just... are they just leaving? They actually can't get to me right now. I didn't think that just meant they went home. That's a pretty good shot. Yeah, don't mind if I do. She could use that shotgun. I don't want to risk hitting the tree. I'm actually gonna Ryoga soften this guy up a bit. Do I need to... Wait, they could... Because I broke that, they could have just walked around instead of this. So you can actually... I want to be here, I think. You should also stand on the roof. If you're familiar with the classic... Not classic, actually. The modern XCOM remake, the box strat. By which, standing on a roof... Sorry, I've run out of juice again. You can occupy every tile the enemy could possibly jump up from, thus meaning they can't do anything but stand underneath you and look up miserably. You can use it against melee enemies to just mean they can't do anything. They're just void. That's definitely a thing in this game. It's much easier, in fact, because there tends to be a lot less ways up to roofs. We do want to try and finish a few people off with them as shotgun, because we do want to start getting her experience for it. If she's going to stay using a shotgun for any amount of time, she wants to be quite good with it. I think I just took out... Nah, I thought I'd got the car in the background. Don't want to break that car. I think we'd let him do it. I will use the shield. I was kind of saving it for punches, but... Yeah, what are they doing? These trucks are just going to leave because they can't fight. Could have targeted them. Maybe we'd have got a bit more experience. Maybe we'd have got a better score at the end of the mission. I don't know. I didn't realise I could actually just walk through this. That should be a full kill. Yep. And double experience is really good because that guy was almost certainly a higher level. She only got 20 experience. Maybe it's your combined level of all your weapons that governs how much experience you get. Why would you counter him but not him? I'm just gonna shoot him. If he's not gonna do nothing about it. Yeah, that's not a great shot. What about here? You know what? I might take that, just because he's blocked by the roof and I'm not. Also, I've got Zoom 1, which is triggering an awful lot, which I'm very happy about. Yeah, I would. Serious damage. Can't ignore that. Are these punch bots gonna try and do things to me at some point? Are they actually just gonna leave them out? I don't think that was part of Lou's order, the mysterious gentleman's orders there, to just get bored and walk off if the enemy looks like it'd be moderately difficult to walk to where they're going. If they're not fighting me, I'm gonna take my time and just finish this guy, I reckon. She's not very good at finishing that guy though, and she's quite good at starting on this guy. if she doesn't miss, which she's just doing so often today. I think the percentages in this game are accurate. I mean, it can go over 100, and I don't know what that means. I've never missed a shot with more than 100 accuracy, but I don't know if that does anything. I think the actual percentages are real. Like, an 89% shot is an 89% shot, and I'm just getting really unlucky. I haven't had, like, terribly bad luck every time. He's letting me shoot missiles at him now. He just doesn't give a fuck. Are this your orders? To just stand there and laugh at how bad Emma is at shooting? I do want to punch him. He's on low enough health that there's no point though now. Oh, maybe we will punch him. Double assault, man. It's just good. I love how it's got its own animation as well. The double attacks in this game, I played Front Mission 4 for the first time recently, and the double attacks in that don't have their own unique animation, but they do in 3. 4 is a worse game than Front Mission 3. It looks very nice, and the robots are very well animated, but it's just a slog to play through. The beginning, the opening's quite good, and it's got a system where you link your units together, and when they do certain actions, certain allies will join in. I love Ryogo's pose as well when he kills guys. But it's... I don't know how to describe it. Well, the link system is very interesting, and it does open up a lot of strategies. Like, you'll have rifle bots whose job is to stand behind everyone and just react every time anyone attacks or is attacked. Because you can have people react to your guys being attacked and counter as well as your guy. You get multiple counters coming off the same attack. I want Ryogo to go first right now because he's got a shield. I don't know what those boys are doing. But later in the game, you get like backpack abilities. We've got different types of backpack in this, but there's only 2. In 4 there's loads, but one specific type of backpack, if you stand awkwardly near someone wearing it, any missile launcher on the map can target that guy. And later game in Front Mission 4, it just becomes there are 5 missile launchers hiding right at the back of the map. There's like 3 bots who are going to come at you in like a staggered... Every 2 turns, a bot with a backpack that will just ruin you on is going to come at you. Can you keep up without just getting your team one-shotted by barrages of missiles? It's such a... It's annoying because I enjoyed the earlier parts of the game, but it's just not fun. That stone was unfortunate, and I don't think Ryogo's shield will take more than 1 more hit. His left arm's very low though, and his legs are quite low. I'm going to move back 2 spaces just in case we get his legs. Zoom 1. I think Emma's two spaces away, right? Yeah, she shot a missile in. I was going to say that was crap, and then he just did another one, so now it's automatically good. Working on the legs, working on the left arm too. Yeah, guys, like, oh, we're just doing it all day. Yeah, this is the move. You can't do this with the higher level skills. You can't. They're less likely to trigger, and you can't put as many on. You can't have more skills trigger than you have saved. Like, each Zoom 1 we've got saved isn't triggering more than once there. That was 1 from the parts on the mech. I've just lost focus on the window. That was 1 from the parts on the mech, and 2 we had saved. Do you do anything? Shoot a tree. Actually, that might... 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Shoot it from here. What am I shooting? Yeah, it's the 2 trees. What were I talking about? I think I was talking about Front Mission 4. Can't remember if I finished though. Probably not. It's fun for like 30 hours. Ah, you're gonna miss health. It's fine, you got a shotgun now. She can do things even after she runs out of bullets. And she's got a shield. And the guy's stunned, so I'm gonna just run up and punch him. So the attack types of weapons, those will come in very important later in the game. I don't know why I'm talking about this now. But I just wanted to point out we've got access to 3 different types of attack. There is a secret 4th one, but most of the time we're only going to be seeing the 3. We've got fists and shotguns do impact damage. Rocket launchers, grenade launchers, and flamethrowers do fire damage. I'm gonna shoot with Ryoga first, so I can punch without the risk of hitting the 27 damage left down. Anything else does piercing damage. Bullets, little pneumatic spikes like out of Robot Wars. Yeah, rifles, machine guns, it's all piercing damage. There's no... Like, a point of piercing damage is a point of damage. There's no difference between the different types. A point of damage is a point of damage. But, it does start to matter later. You'll be able to resist one specific type at a time. He got hit after... You know what, I'm going to do the thing. I'm going to do the move. Shooting a... I don't really want to be shooting civilian cars. It seems... It just seems bad. Maybe it's bad to shoot that man's nice car. This is going to cost us Scar, but Scar doesn't do anything, and stealing mechs from people does. Plus, that looks like a gun. That 6 move legs. We want those. We need those for our mech. I'm going to stop in this intermission again as well. Oh, I'm going to take another breath. Oh, I got told off hard for shooting all those trees. I took way too long as well. And I didn't kill any of the retreating trucks, which would have given me extra points. That were a pretty easy victory though. We walked all over those guys. They were rubbish. We just stood on top of dinner. Secret spy ones, as perhaps. They're not on Mac trucks. They were Macs with the banner of the weird little cat, the cartoon cat. They're definitely after us. I'm gonna do the next mission, but I am gonna take a break first. I think after the next mission will be a natural stopping point. So stay tuned for that. I think we either get another character we can use. You can use up to 4 mechs in any fight, and you'll get 8 characters in the course of the game. I think we either get or meet another character next mission, so look forward to that. I return. Let's break that robot up and see what it's made of. I remembered this on the way back with my juice. It is, if anyone's wondering, I'm drinking 1/4 black currant juice and 3/4 water. Like the true rebel I am. If you're in America, I think black currants are banned in America. You're not. I'm drinking illegal juice while we do all these crimes. I think Ryogo is going to be... I don't think Emma's got enough weight left to be able to put that on. I'm also going to give him the punch arm for his shield arm because it has a lot of health. It actually it won't be upgraded, but it has more health than his current arm does anywhere, even not upgraded. And I can't think how I was going to finish that sentence. It's lighter as well. That's probably it. I wonder if that'd fit on the main... I forgot to buy items again, didn't I? Not quite, but will if we change his punch arm. Yeah. Then again, we change that arm. I think I'm gonna have to just leave that for now. Cat changes out. I could take his backpack off. Can I take his? Yeah, I can. So he can't carry items right now, but he's gonna have a lot of health. Tackle 1 is really good though. I don't know what this will have. Could be anything. Let's try it. We can always switch back. Who's... I think it was Ryogo's item I used. Yeah, works out pretty well. I mean, I could... You can have up to 4 weight of items in a backpack, and there's different types that take up more. I tend to stick with the basic repairs, which are always 50%, so they scale through the game. And I'd stick 2 of those in and 1 repair low, which is a 25% heal, but you can use it on a part that's broken. So you can just glue someone's arms back on. I tend to not rely on healing in this game. Missions tend to be against, at max, like twice as many robots as you've got. And in situations like that, you'll normally have a distinct advantage in terms of either position or just they'll be quite bad. And you've always got the advantage of the AI's not... the AI's not very good. A lot of the time, the AI is a bit of a disaster. But fights tend to be very quick, and you either win fast or you lose fast. I think I just saved, right? I always saved. I've always saved. It always seems like the immediate bonus you get from the later type of backpack, which just gives you more weight allowance. The immediate bonus of being able to focus down enemies more efficiently with your big alpha strikes. Because you're never gonna have, ideally, you're never gonna have all the enemies active at once. So if it, like 1 or 2 guys are coming at you, and you can just kill those 2 guys straight away with your better weapons that you can have because you've got more weight, you're not getting shot, so you don't need the healing. That's my thinking. You haven't come up yet, anyway. More punch bots. I just want to point out, these aren't real Japanese bots we've just found out, but they are exact copies. They're exactly the same type of robot, which means that the giant mech fist is just a weapon of the Japanese army. It's one of their main arms. Not arms in terms of attached to the torso, arms in terms of weapons. I like that red robot. Look at that nice robot. Ah, sorry, I wasn't quick enough to turn the mic off that time. They're playing as an invisible machine gun, don't you know? And that's Dennis. Dennis is a good boy. Look at that guy. Dennis! I mean, don't want to ruin the other campaign for you. It's not much of a spoiler. It's a spoiler of something in the first 5 hours of a 25-hour game. Dennis dies really early in the other campaign. Like, super quick. I think the second time he ever shows up, he dies? I don't think this plane actually does anything. I think it's going to be irrelevant for the actual fight. Now, I really want to run up and punch that man, but if I run up and punch him, if he moves out of the way, this guy can get to me. But I don't know what order they're going. So it's quite possible that he could move after this guy. I'm gonna punch him. I just really want to punch him. I could punch an arm clean off. I mean, nearly punch an arm clean off. Ryoga can finish that. If I finish the arm, I'm not too worried about finishing the match. Gonna put him here? No, you know what? Not gonna put him. The idea was, if he comes in, he's tagging Ryoga, hopefully. But it wouldn't really work. It still won't work if this guy moved out of the way. So he'd be tagging Ryoga rather than no one. And also the other guy would also be shooting at Ryoga, the dude hidden over here. This guy. So that guy's missile launcher's gone, the first one. I'm gonna start on this one now. Very nice. So he's gonna have lost his missile launcher next turn. That guy's decided not to do anything. Should I just shoot him? Nah, let's punch him again. Actually, I should probably have shot. Because there's a chance double assault to trigger. Tackle 1, you can see it trying to flicker and failing. So that's quite significantly more damage. And Melee 2 is the new skill from the new part. That was 208. That was an extra 100 damage. We don't have quite enough space for it. We can take off tackle 1 for now. That was a hell of a hit. 1.5 levels. I mean, that sounds rubbish, but he did an extra 100, so... What do I know? That guy just decided not to do anything. They're just letting me shoot him today. They just know there's no point. I'm too good. Let's shoot at this guy. No, we still do want this guy out of the way. Oh, that's a big one. That's a hell of a skill. That's one of my favorite skills. Leg smash destroys the legs of the thing you hit. It doesn't care how much health was on it. Can't say it though right now. Maybe I should. Yeah, I think I do. It's just so nice to have. That'll work on Emma's missile launcher. It'd also work on any punch and any rifle it'll have a chance to trigger. Anything that shoots one time. And it's just a very good skill. That guy's ejected, so I'm gonna run right up and... Yeah, I think I'll do the move again. If you only played this game as a kid and you didn't know about the move, by the way, you were not playing this game. You and I have been playing a very different game. Let's try and punch a man to death with a giant robot hand. Oh, I was going to say it's quite likely he'll just keep dodging for several turns, but he didn't dodge that. try again. Let's try and finish him. Punches are one of the most efficient ways to get rid of infantry, actually. The damage is very heavily reduced, but by the end of the game, it just doesn't matter. You're still hitting for easily 20. And the accuracy doesn't seem to be as reduced as it is for other types of weapon. Guess we start on this guy? No, there's not too much point. This is the only, like, functional mech left on the field, on their side of the field. That's half his health. Oh? What's your plan? You can't... Is he trying to punch this spot that he can't reach? I am gonna go back over now, so... I guess he'll get his chance. We're just wrapping up now. Oh, Emma's missed another shot, which is the classic Emma. I think Ryoga might as well stay up here, because he'll just have better number if that guy goes for him. Plus, if I can get this guy a bit lower, so a shotgun attack will definitely kill him, that's just very helpful. Well, he's there now, and we're gonna keep going. God, Ryoga just doesn't take prisoners, he just keeps shooting until the guy dies. We cannot fit any more Zoom 1. I'll save the rough up. I actually think rough up's slightly better than Zoom 1. Don't tell Zoom 1 I said that, because it's doing damn good work. Gonna be Emma. No? Really? He has a worse shot at Ryoga than he would at Emma. Unless that corner of that box is totally blocking his shot. He's just making bad decisions on purpose. He's done. Emma can just finish him, right? Get more shotgun experience in the process. She can't jump high enough to get over there, that's a shame. That'd be a good place to shoot him from. There he goes. She's not getting a lot of XP. I think it's because she's so good with a rocket launcher. Mostly because she started with loads of levels in it, not because she's actually done anything with it. That she counts as being more skilled, so she gets less experience for fighting less skilled enemies. Because Ryoga and Angry Man are getting way more experience than she is for fighting the same guys. That's 100% score. Not a fault with that performance. Okay. I just thought, right now, after 2 hours of streaming, did I check the volume before I started? I didn't. I probably didn't. Maybe I did. I checked it now and it looks fine. And that's the intermission, so that's where we're going to stop. So, I'm probably going to stream more of this tomorrow. Around the same time? I might start a little bit early. It was the plan to start a bit earlier today, but I didn't. So I'm definitely going to play more of this. I'm very much enjoying it. I don't know if anyone's watching it. I've got the pop-up chat, but I've covered it up with shite. Okay, nothing's in it. Never mind. So if anyone watched this, thank you. I don't know. Just I hope you had a good time. I hope you continue to watch. And that's me out. I'm gonna upload these to YouTube as well, in case you missed anything. I think I saved the VODs on Twitch, but I'm uploading them to YouTube so they won't go away after a while. I've done another I did a I did a Let's Play a Deadbolt, which is a very good game. So check that out if you, for some reason, aren't repulsed by the sound of my voice. That's on YouTube. I'm called the same thing I am on Twitch. I think there's a space between Fruity and Spruce. So that's me plugging myself. And this is me signing out. See you later. End stream.